Britain, creamy Britain, with your fields of cream and your roads of cream. But who are the people clotting up this cream? Come with us now as we look at some creamy-faced people in this little melting pot of cream we like to call Great Britain, to find the next Briton of the year. Most of us in Britain live in towns and cities. We only ever go to the countryside to get away from it all, and we really wouldn't want to live there. Our first nominee for Briton of the Year resides in a quiet Worcestershire village and has neighbours such as Richard the Hamster Hammond and Vernon Kay. He is the well-known and loved John T. Warburton. John T. Warburton believes that our modern way of living, in particular the increasing use of the internet, is the cause of everything that has gone wrong with Britain today. He has had the courage to speak out about this, and millions of you up and down the country buy his newspaper, the Daily Hail, to read his controversial column. I was lucky enough to catch up with John T, or better known as J-Loaf, to his readers for a chat about his candidacy for Briton of the Year. So, how does it feel to be nominated for Briton of the Year?
I'm exceptionally honoured to have been nominated Briton of the Year. Because I honestly didn't think I'd get that much support. I thought my message was going to fall on deaf ears, but through constant pressure, it looks like I'm finally getting the message across. And people have asked me why I've done this, and I did it for the love of this country. Me being crowned Briton of the Year isn't necessarily important to me, but it is important to others. It's important for me to be Briton of the Year in the interest of the well-being of our beloved nation.
How do you feel the campaign went?
Well, as I said, when I first started this campaign, I didn't think I'd gain much support, but as time went on, I found that large amounts of support came flooding in from the older generation, mainly concerned parents and politicians, MPs, people who were willing to support me. I was also surprised at the volume of religious leaders from all sects of religion, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, things like that. The Sikhs were very interested as well, who also agree that this increase in uncensored information leads to sin.
Some of your more controversial headlines, such as Perv's Eye View on Your Kids and Why Can We No Longer Think of the British Isles Without the Word Pedo in front of it. Well, those headlines cause controversy up and down the nation. Do you still stand by those headlines?
Absolutely, I totally stand by those headlines. Paedophilia is the backbone of the internet. Do you know it is fact that every other internet user is a paedophile? And if you do it properly and you class a minor as anyone under the age of 35 and you do the maths, it's clear to see that every other online encounter that your child has is with a paedophile.
With startling information like that, where do you see the future of the internet?
The future of the internet, just like China, we stop these radical liberals from their file sharing, for a start. Piracy is a crime, paedophilia is a crime, and we need to shut down these hubs of immoral promiscuity, and that's why on Monday the internet will be turned off and we can continue living. Our children will be safe in their beds. They can sleep at night without us knowing that they will not be threatened by the constant presence of paedophilia.
You don't have a family, do you? You're a bit of a lone ranger here, sticking up for the well-being of mothers across the nation. Do you think you are the right person to be fighting
absolutely,
their cause?
Yeah, absolutely. I certainly think I'm the right man for the job, because I'm completely unbiased. I'm not talking about an experience that, say, my children might have had. I don't know. You're quite right. I don't have any children, but I think that it is important that somebody's doing this, and it needs to be someone who doesn't have the distraction of a family. So I can invest all of my time in this.
Some people on the left, a bit liberal and
a bit loose.
Yes. They say that you are only doing this to capitalise for your own good.
Right.
Your paper, they say, is an institution of fear-mongering and scaremongering, and you are their main employer.
No, it's not. It's not an institution of fear-mongering. It's a truth generator, you could say. It just tells the truth. We dispense the truth like a Coke machine dispenses Coke. We give the truth to the people who need to hear it, and we tell it, whereas other papers, you might read the Daily Times, they're not interested in telling you the truth. They're interested in telling you what you want to hear. Everything's fine, everything's dandy, it's all lovely out there. I'm the one going out there, I'm the one confronting these paedophiles and telling them bugger off.
Well, if you see the future of the internet like China, you clearly see a future of the internet. It can be harnessed. But for now, you've got it turned off. Is that too far?
But I think we need to lasso the internet beast, tame it, get it down. We get people used to be back out and socialising in parks where they can be socialised. Children, they sit at home on the computer the whole time being harassed by paedophiles. Get them back down the parks. But then, obviously, the problem with that at the moment is the paedophiles are in the parks and they're lying in wait, you could say. So I think it's important that we tackle the issue of the internet and paedophilia head on at the same time, and then in maybe a few years' time have another bash.
That's moving words. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. And
absolute pleasure.
All the best with the campaign.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for giving me your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If Jonty Warburton gets your vote, please dial 0845 973 88401 in the middle for Jonty, 9964 7581 7171. Please ask for permission from whoever pays the phone bill. All calls will be charged but may not be counted. Thank you and good luck.